O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, and living in just and truth, let lofty height attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Amen. Be seated. Your Excellencies, the Honorable Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Engiwa, Honorable Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development, Abdul Tijani Gozo, other top government officials, your state here present, the representative of federal agencies here in Oyo State here present, especially the Federal Public Bank, the security information here with us, the Nigerian Police Force, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, the local security people at Motoku, distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. The federal government is here in Oyo State, Ibadan, the state capital, through the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development for the groundbreaking of 250 housing units under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu renewed housing home program in Nigeria. To tell us why this renewed housing program of federal government, I now invite Mr. Mark Chishi to give us an overview of the renewed housing of the state.
Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, Royal Fathers here present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly permit me to say out some of the reasons that led His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to envision for the Honorable Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Danjuma, and the Honorable Minister of State, Alhaji Abdullahi Tijani Gwarzo, to set up the Renewed Hope Cities and Estates program, under which we are here today to break ground for a 250 housing unit in Oyo State. First, they know that when people have safe, stable housing, every other thing else falls into place. They can focus on getting healthy, finding work, and becoming responsible members of the society. Second, they know that anyone who has ever struggled with poverty knows how extremely expensive it is to be poor. So, providing access to affordable housing is important to breaking the circle of poverty for many Nigerians. They are also aware that a decent home is more than shelter from the rain and the sun, that it is a place of dignity where families can nurture their children and raise them to be productive, healthy, and strong. And that when you provide people with decent housing, you are actually giving them the security and stability that they require to build a better future for themselves. It is based on these important considerations that the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, in collaboration with state governments, is implementing the nationwide Renewed Hope Cities and Estates program. The aim is to fix Nigeria's housing deficit, provide decent, quality, and affordable shelter to Nigerians in all states of the Federation. Since February, the Renewed Hope housing train has been moving with truckloads of houses across Nigeria. From the center of the nation to the north and the south, the train is delivering hope, creating jobs, empowering lives, boosting economic development, and changing the housing landscape in Nigeria for good. Today, the train is live here in Oyo State. Here it will deliver 250 quality, decent, and affordable housing units in a fine mix of 1, 2, and 3 semi-detached bungalows to 250 households. This blend of housing types is to ensure that there is an option for everyone, low income, middle income, and high income earners to own a home of their own. From this construction site alone, over 6,000 people will be employed and kept busy from being the devil's workshop. With every shelter delivered, every job created, the Renewed Hope housing train is a practical demonstration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR to provide decent, quality, and affordable housing to Nigerians. Congratulations, Oyo State, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Mark. Without an overview, moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, let me at this juncture invite to formally welcome us to this event, the Honorable Minister of State, Housing and Urban Development, Alhaji Abdullahi Tijani Guru, represent Welcome Markets. Honorable Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, this is to announce the arrival of the Honorable Commissioner of Lands, Housing, Survey, and Urban Oyo State. I welcome the Honorable Commissioner. He is here to represent His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State. Honorable Commissioner for Lands, Housing, Survey, and Urban Development of Oyo State, Mr. Akin Williams Fumindai. You are welcome, sir. Honorable Minister of State is welcome on this event. Honorable Minister, sir.
Your Excellency, Executive Governor of Oyo State, Mr. Oluseyi Abiodun Makinde, ably represented by Honorable Commissioner for Housing and Urban Development. Honorable Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Engiwa, Directors from the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, our Controller for Oyo State, our able contractors here present, the host communities, our royal fathers, representative of the security agencies here present, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin my remarks by especially welcoming the Executive Governor of Oyo State, His Excellency Oluseyi Abiodun Makinde, who is represented by Honorable Commissioner for Housing and Urban Development. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Engiwa, to the groundbreaking ceremony for the 250 housing unit in New Hope Estate. This project is part of a nationwide Renewed Hope Cities and the Estate program of the ministry, which His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, officially launched earlier this year in Abuja, under which we plan to deliver 50,000 housing units in phase 1. Our broad aim through this program is to turn the country into a huge construction site, unlock the power of the housing sector to create jobs, boost economic development, and help achieve Mr. President's goal to build a $1 trillion economy. This 250 housing units estate project will create job opportunities during the construction phase for mason, bricklayers, plumbers, electricians, traders, and suppliers of building materials. We look forward to quality construction work and a timely completion of the project. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for sparing time out of your very busy schedules to be here with us today. Thank you and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, and we appreciate the Honorable Minister of State once more. Next to present a good message is the representative contractor of the site. I'd like to call on Engineer Madagi. Message.
Good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. On behalf of all the developers for the Oyo State Renewed Hope Estate, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Oluwaseyi Abiodun Makinde, for gracing us with his presence today. I also extend our heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Minister of Housing, Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Engiwa, and Minister of State, Alhaji Abdullahi Tijani Wazu, for the opportunity to be a part of this history. We also appreciate the federal government of Nigeria under the leadership of His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu Jagaban, GCFR. We want to assure our dear Honorable Minister that we are committed to ensuring that the Renewed Hope Estate meets the highest standard of quality and design. Our team is dedicated to completing this project within the stipulated time frame of 3 months, equivalent to 90 days. Adhering strictly to specification provided. We understand the importance of these developments to the people of Oyo State and the impact it will have on their lives. The estate comprises of 250 units housing, breaks down into 25 units, 1 semi-detached bedroom bungalow, 75 units of 2 bedroom semi-detached bungalow, and 24 units of 3 bedroom semi-detached, which the pairs gave us a 248, 250 thereabout. Facilities includes water, internal roads, drainage, etc. Finally, to all the distinguished guests, community leaders, and residents of Oyo State who have joined us today, thank you for your support and enthusiasm. This project is for you, and we look forward to seeing the positive changes it will bring to our community. Thank you so very much.
Our contractors, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the weather now, let me quickly invite the Honorable Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Egiwa, to present his launching presentation address. Honorable Minister.
The Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Oluwaseyi Makinde Abiodun, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner of Lands, Housing and Survey, Mr. Akim Williams Fumilayo, the Honorable Minister of State, Federal Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Alhaji Abdullahi Tijani Mohammed Gorzo, the members of the State Executive Council of the Oyo State here present, the directors of the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, representatives of the federal agencies in Oyo State here present, led by the Controller, Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, and the Controller, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, the representatives of the security agencies here present, the Nigeria Police, the Security Defense, the Federal Road Safety Corps, the State Service, all that are present, and the local security agencies in this state here present. The chairman of the local government, Oyo State, the head of traditional institutions with us, members of the press, the contractors here present, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Oluwaseyi Abiodun Makinde, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner here present, for honoring our invitation to the groundbreaking of 250 housing units Renewed Hope Estate in the state's capital. This event was originally scheduled to hold last week, but we had to move it forward owing to presidential engagement. We thank His Excellency for the understanding with us and regret all inconveniences that may have been caused by the change of the schedule. Today's ceremony is a continuation of the nationwide groundbreaking exercise for housing projects under the Renewed Hope Cities and Estates Program of the Federal Minister of Housing and Urban Development, which His Excellency the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR launched in February with the groundbreaking of a 3,112 housing unit in Karsana, Abuja. Under phase 1 of this program, we plan to deliver a total of 50,000 housing units across Nigeria. These include 7 renewed hope cities that will have been between 500 and 1,000 housing units per site in each of the 6 geopolitical zones in the country and FCT. While the renewed hope estates will have 250 units per site in the remaining 30 states. With this housing program, we plan to unlock the massive potential of housing development to create jobs and lift lives and boost economic development. This is in line with the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President to stimulate inclusive growth, lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty, and build a $100 trillion economy. As you may recall, last month, following the presidential launch of the program in Abuja, we embarked on the first leg of the exercise with a groundbreaking of 1,500 housing units in the northern part of Nigeria. This includes the 250 housing renewed hope estates, 1 each in Katsina, Yobe, Gombe, and Sokoto, and 500 housing unit renewed hope city in Kano. Work is currently going on in each of these sites, and our plan is to have them all completed within the next 3 months and made available to Nigerians in line with Mr. President's desire to provide housing to all Nigerians. Under the Renewed Hope agenda, we are implementing a zero tolerance for uncompleted projects. Today's event in Oyo completes the second leg of the exercise with the groundbreaking of total of 2,000 more renewed hope housing units across 8 states in the South and North Central. We started 2 weeks ago on Wednesday, July 26 specifically, with 250 housing units in Ebonyi. Same week on Thursday we were in Abia for another 250 units. Friday we were in Akwa Ibom for another 250 units. And Saturday we were in Delta for another 250 units. Last week Monday we were in Osun State to flag up 250 units. Friday we proceeded to Benue State to break down ground for 250 units. And Saturday last week we were in Nasarawa State to flag up another 250 units. Today's groundbreaking Oyo marked the 8th of our second leg and the 13th location since the presidential flag off in February with a total of 3,500 housing units. This estate comprises of 50 units of 1-bedroom semi-detached bungalows, 150 units of 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalows, and 50 units of 3-bedroom semi-detached bungalows. We have designed these housing units in a way that makes them affordable for people to acquire by using organic designs to allow future expansion if the income beneficiaries increases. This means that a 1-bedroom flat can be expanded to 2 bedrooms, and the 2-bedroom unit can be expanded to 3 bedrooms if the owner's financial situation improves or their family grows. As we perform this groundbreaking, I want to charge the contractors, Mrs. Skyhawk Nigeria Limited, Mrs. Blue Spark Nigeria Limited, Mrs. Blue Sea Investment Limited, and the Mrs. Harama Global Nigeria Limited to ensure that they build according to specifications. I want to emphasize in a very strong term that we will not tolerate substandard work from any developer. We will explore all necessary legal means to ensure that they deliver as the contract. If you collect government money, you must do the work. We also want the developers to adhere to the timeline and finish within 3 months so that we can begin the process of getting Oyo indigents to purchase and move in. To ensure affordability, we have created different options to enable everyone who has a sense of income and livelihood to own these homes once they are completed. This includes single-digit mortgage loan that beneficiaries can pay over 30 years, rent-to-own schemes, all provided by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, and outright purchase and installmental payments options for those who can afford to pay upfront. Statistics have shown that construction of one unit creates an average of 25 direct and indirect jobs. So for these 250 units in Oyo State, we hope to create jobs for over 6,250 people in various trades, from professionals like architects, quantity surveyors, civil engineers, mechanical, electrical engineers, to masons, plumbers, tilers, electricians, iron benders, carpenters, and laborers. We have seen unskilled laborers or workers at other project sites earning as much as 35,000 naira per week at an average of 5,000 per day. This amounts to about 140,000 per month. This in addition to the economic activities, including those selling food, supplying blocks, providing building materials, and the pure water. The value chain effect of construction work on this side is significant and creates a positive economic impact to the state. I want to state that under the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, we at the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development are very particular about giving Nigerians value for money. We are diligently funding this project from the 50 billion of the 100 billion 2023 supplementary budget that Mr. President approved for the ministry to ensure sustainability, quality, and geographical spread. It's important to say that the provision of land in a good location and accessible and at no cost is a key condition for siting renewed hope housing projects. The 12 states that we mentioned covered under this 2023 supplementary budget are those that first provided the land. I want to assure that states that have not provided or been covered under will be included in the ministry's 2024 budget on a first-come, first-served basis, on the condition they provide land that is very accessible and at no cost to enhance affordability. At this juncture, I would like to appreciate and thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, His Excellency Oluseyi Abiodun Makinde, for promptly granting our request for the provision of land that is very accessible and at no cost. This singular action has helped us to reduce as much as 30% of the cost of units in this estate for the benefit of potential owners. This is a dividend of responsible governance, and I applaud Your Excellency for this. I would like to also to appeal to His Excellency that the road or the access road leading to this site, though is accessible, but needs a little upgrade. I would like His Excellency to assist and ensure that this road is reconstructed to make it more accessible for the inhabitants of this estate. Before I close my remarks, Your Excellency, I want to thank and appreciate our President for providing the vision and the political will necessary for us to make a difference in terms of delivering decent and housing to Nigerians. The groundbreaking ceremonies for these projects demonstrate that Mr. President and indeed the federal government of Nigeria is committed to fulfilling the promises and responsibilities to all Nigerians. Long live Oyo State, long live His Excellency, the Executive Governor, long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria, long live Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Minister deserves another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A big round one for him again. It's not easy. Thank you, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. At this juncture, it's my honor and privilege to invite the representative of His Excellency, the Governor, in person of Honorable Commissioner for Land, Housing, Study, and Urban Development, Mr. Ati Williams Fuminai, to present a speech and thereby lay the foundation. Your Excellency, the Governor.
Can we please take this? The Honorable Minister, Housing and Urban Development, Architect Musa Tangiwa, the Minister for State, Housing and Urban Development, Abdullah Wazo, distinguished officials here, the developer of this project, ladies and gentlemen, I say good morning to you all. I bring great things from His Excellency Governor Oluwaseyi Abiodun Makinde, who is present out of the state. Ordinarily, he will have been here to be part of this groundbreaking exercise. But he has given his mandate as the Commissioner for Housing and Urban Development in Oyo State to adequately represent him at this occasion. I remember when the proposal for this project was sent to His Excellency from the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, and the developer was around in his office. He sent for me, and he gave directly that memo of request for land to me to act immediately on it. He said we should act immediately on it, and we did that within a very short period of time by giving this land for this particular project, because His Excellency, anything that will bring development to your state, he will give the best of support to it. And we quickly process the path for the land allocation for this project, which brought us to where we are today. As we all know, in Maslow hierarchy of need, there are three housing, food, housing, and shelter. This is one of the needs of human beings. And with this initiative, the housing deficit in the state will drastically reduce. Hence, I want to say a very big thank you to the federal government of Nigeria, being led by His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for this great initiative. We are thankful to him in Oyo State. Sir, this project is located here, and it has a lot of advantages. His Excellency is constructing an 110-kilometer circular road. I believe when you are coming from Ibadan, you will probably, when you get close to, coming from Lagos rather, when you get close to Ibadan, you will see a mobile bridge across the express. That's the bridge of the circular road. It passes through nearly 6 local governments in Ibadan. What I'm saying is this project is less than 3 kilometers to the circular road that links Osun, that links Kwara. So anybody that is living here that wants to go to the north, you just have to travel about 3-4 kilometers. You get the circular road, you get to Ilorin-Ibadan road. And if you are going to Lagos, you don't need to go back to Iwo road. You link up the circular road, post at where the bridge is along the express. So I will let you know that the government is really happy with this project. On the issue of this road, your Excellency, sir, Oyo State government is trying their best. The bridge you passed through was just constructed recently by His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde. Although it's a federal government road, but that notwithstanding, Governor Seyi Makinde believes Oyo State people are the one enjoying the benefits of the road. Hence, he has decided to take it up at the State Express. Hopefully, the federal government will refund later. I will quickly want to add this. His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde, like I said, I appreciate this project. But I want to make a plea, which is a message he sent to me, that this kind of development should not be limited to Ibadan alone. Oyo State is not only Ibadan. We have Adeoyo, we have Ogbomosho, we have New York. So the next phase of this project should be extended to Okeogun, Ibarapa, Oyo, and even Ogbomosho. And I will probably have to say this. All these zones, all these geopolitical zones have been linked up with very good roads by His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde. Less than 2 months ago, His Excellency the Vice President of Federal Republic of Nigeria was here in Oyo State to commission almost 80-kilometer road that link Iseyin down to Ogbomoso. So we have land over there, which something like this can be replicated. And then from Ogbomoso, from Iseyin down to Ibadan, in just less than an hour, Governor Shebakinde constructed that road too. We have expanse of land there, which equally it can be given out for replicating such a project. In addition to that, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister, all these zones have establishments that have created employment for people. I'll mention about a few. If you go to Mosho, we have Lautech over there, apart from the state hospital. There are students over there, there are workers over there that are in their need of facilities of this nature. Before I continue with that, the state government has made a lot of effort in solving these housing deficit in the state. Presently, as I'm talking, we have nothing less than 10 government residential areas projects that are ongoing, and some are still coming up as well. So we are complementing this effort of the federal government by bringing up all these housing areas in the state. As I was saying, in Oyo, we have a Federal College of Education there. We have School of Survey, and we have a state university there as well. Employees are there, the students are there. So if something of this nature are replicated there, rest assured they will be oversubscribed. Going to Shaki in Okioku, we have the Polytechnic there. Go to Barapa, we have the College of Agric is over there. And we equally have a Polytechnic, Addition Ogundo in Polytechnic over there, whereby we have lecturers and we have students over there that are ready to subscribe to this. Like Oliver Tourist, I will say we still want more. We still want more in the state. And I'm assuring you, sir, your request in any form, His Excellency is going to grant as soon as possible. Whatever support you want, whatever need you want from the state, I have the word of His Excellency that they are going to be provided for you. Because one thing he believes in, these are for the benefit of people of Oyo State. He is the leader of Oyo State. He is in government to make life more meaningful and comfortable for the people of Oyo State. Hence, we look forward to see your application very soon. Before I end my speech and drop the mic, early this morning in my office, I have seen people that came to me. When are they going to start selling? They want to buy. They want to buy. I said, have you even seen what they are building for us? You've only seen foundation. Wait to let them complete the structures. So I'm just trying to pass this across to you, that we have market, we have population, that will sustain and make the best use of this project. Once again, on behalf of His Excellency Governor Oluwaseyi Abiodun Makinde, I want to express his heartfelt gratitude and thanksgiving for this monumental project. And like I said, we equally want it to be replicated all over the state. And lastly, be assured of your state government and His Excellency support in replicating replicating this project all over the state. Once again, I thank you for coming. I thank you for this initiative. God bless you all.
Thank you, Your Excellency. A big round of applause for His Excellency, the representative of the Governor, Commissioner for Lands, Survey, Housing and Urban Development. Cameras, take position. Cameras. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for the purpose of the thus His Excellency, the representative of the Governor, the Honorable Ministers, the Director of Public Building and the developer, will be required to support His Excellency. Excellency, Honorable Ministers, Director of Public Building, only one
let's come back.
One person will carry block and give them all.
And
let
him stand that.
the foundation then to be performed by His Excellency the Governor. and honorable ministers,
And I said it was still like
250 housing units for Oyo State.
yeah, you can't pick your position. We're not going to start this time around now.
Yet, after the briefing,
Allez, là au pied. Là au pied. Ok. The Godfather. You take this blood down. Take this blood down. Yeah, take it down.
It's only one person. One person.
This man, leave that place.
Okay.
Leave. Thank you.
On behalf of His Excellency, on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor, Abiodun Oluwaseun Makinde, the Governor of your state, I do this dam breaking to the glory of God and to the benefit of the people of your state.
We're now going to show you the concept, design concept that came up with this design. Your Excellency, this is the renewed Hope estate in Oyo State. It's made up of 3 different types of designs that makes it more affordable. We have the 3 bedrooms with the tile that was derived from the 2. The 2 bedroom was derived from the 1 bedroom. So that 1 bedroom is convertible to this 2 bedroom by adding some there. The 3 bedrooms also can also be converted into 3 bedrooms by adding another 2 to 3 walls there. So that makes it affordable. If you need 3 bedroom but you can't afford it, please pick the 2 bedroom. Later, as your family increases or your income increases, you can then convert it. So also the elevations were made in such a way that they are prone to any wind effect. It's because we created parapet walls on top of it, so the wind will not blow off the roofs. And from the look of things, the elevations of the 1, 2, and 3 bedroom are not differentiated. If you are living in 1 bedroom, you have no difference from the one living in the 3 bedrooms. They all look the same from the front end. And the sides the plot size are the same for 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. We made it in such a way that every unit is sitting on a 50 by 100 plot size. So that you can increase over time, you can have backyard activity, you can have front side activity. This is the main purpose of this concept design. Thank you, Your Excellency, and we appreciate for your time. And we assure you that within the next 3 months, these contractors will complete this project. 3 months commissioning, because we made it in such a way that there are 4 different contractors. 2 contractors are building the units. 1 contractor is doing the roads and drainages. Another contractor is doing electrical and water. If you can see the electrical, they have reached over 70%. They have dropped their transformer, they have erected their poleways, they have even lined up their cables. So that's one they have achieved 70%. Perfect, that is it. So I will assure you that that one will be done. The question you asked about taking houses to every local government, that is the concept of the Ashuraju. This is the concept of the current administration, and that's the renewed hope agenda. We are now doing the framework for establishment of National Social Housing Program. The National Social Housing Program, we intend to build 100 houses in every 774 local government of the country. This is on the table and is doable, and I assure you that Ashuraju has directed us to draw up the framework and take it for the Federal Executive Council for approval. Well, thank you very much for their time. Thank you.
On this note, ladies and gentlemen, close the national anthem. Okay, picture. Wait, hold on. After they do the picture. Yes, DJ.
The subscription for the housing units that are being built at this estate is open to all those who are contributing to the National Housing